right.
Thanks. So what we should do is this, as you know everything that's going on right now. So what we can do is, this is pretty loose. Ask Wayne everything you want to do, but to be fair, let's we're going to keep this about briefly, so everyone will get a chance to ask at least one of their own questions. But essentially, the focal point is this event, and then all the ancillary things you can ask about as well, being
Erica Badu, that's what they want to talk about.
The next record and the thing, but again, the focus for today clearly is this event, which no one has ever attempted to break in this way, as the Lips will do so tonight. So have at it, guys, and when you ask Wayne a question, tell him which media outlet you're from, and there you go, have at it.
All right. So who's the referee? Me?
Yeah. I'll referee it all.
I'll wrestle anyone like it. Their enemies are like, no. No. I don't care. What, you want us to go down the line?
Sure. Whatever you want to do. I mean, guys, start
asking questions. So are you guys asking questions too, or are you just pictures?
I'll do pictures.
All right.
It's about as good as it gets for me.
All right, there you go.
Bulk of these shows are in Mississippi. How did you decide to do these shows in this area?
Well, I believe, in the beginning, the idea was it was going to be a trek. And it doesn't seem like that weird of a trek if you think you're going to go from New York to Boston. I mean, people do that all the time, or Los Angeles to San Francisco. I don't know. I think there was some feeling of like it being, let's go, somewhere where we've played everywhere in the fucking world, and we've never played some of these places in Mississippi. I mean, frankly, they're little cities, but I think it was part of that. And I think they liked the idea that there would be some, confrontation with the kind of, conservative old world America, Mississippi, and the freaky new world Flaming Lips fans or whatever. I think that's what they thought. I don't think that at all. To me, I think the world is not very much like this version of Easy Rider. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but the idea that the freaks go driving through the South and the rednecks kill them. I mean, I don't really believe that exists at all anymore. But I think there's still some exoticness to this caravan of weirdos and our music and all that going into some of these places that people might even think of them as being juke joints or something. I don't really know what that means, but that sounds cool, and I guess to me it's still slightly reminiscent of the Sex Pistols. Only tour they ever did of America was through the South. One of the places they played was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, just up the street from where I live. And I thought it was just made more bizarre because they played the South instead of, CBGBs and all these places where they could have played or whatever, and it had been very much, normal, I guess. So part of me, I think, likes that. But I mean, I'm from Oklahoma. How can I say it's weird to play in Mississippi? I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, well, it's always been kind of normal for us to be weirdos playing around rednecks. But then maybe we're rednecks. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, I think a lot of those divisions of culture have kind of gone away for people that listen to music. I mean, I think if we tried to go into a hockey game somewhere, we'd still get the shit beat out of us, But I think when it's about music, it all kind of is, anything goes. So it'd be some of those reasons. Maybe the VH1 people would have a completely different reason, which could have to do with money and time and all those things. But I don't really know. Yes.
Hi, Wyndham Wyatt from Paste Magazine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I worry about Paste Magazine. It's back as a magazine, isn't it?
It's back in its digital form.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
it's revamped itself.
I see. All right.
But I think it's doing pretty well so far.
All right. Cool.
What's the biggest logistical obstacle you guys are anticipating with the 24-hour tour?
Well, I mean, you have to. I mean, my side of it is that I care a little bit about the Guinness Book of World Records, but I don't really care that much. I mean, the idea that we get to play a lot of these strange little venues and this caravan of Flaming Lips fanatics, utter fanatics, will be, taking drugs and joining us all through the night. To me, that's already, we win. If we get to, say, hour 23, and we fuck it up for some reason, and there's a lot of things I think that can fuck it up, like, there's a lot of rules, not bad rules, but there's a lot of rules by which you have to go by. If we break some rule after 23 hours and we screw it up and we are disqualified or whatever, I won't really care, you know. What's going to really not be very much fun, though, is if we get disqualified in the first 5 minutes, and it's like, well, fuck, now we're just partying, you know, which would be fine by me anyway. But then the idea that you have to run to each place is a little nullified, because then it's just, oh, well, we can just do whatever, you know. So we kind of want this inertia, this, you know, this kind of Steven Spielberg reason to be doing stuff to push us along, you know, because we are sometimes literally running into places. We only have to play for 15 minutes. I mean, we can play longer, but to have it count as a performance, it has to be at least 15 minutes, and someone will be there timing it or whatever, you know. But none of it seems to be that impossible. I mean, we met early on with, you know, the router guy, you know, who sort of decided, well, we'd go here, then we'd go there, and we could do this sort of show there, this sort of show there, and we could stop at this barbecue place in this strip joint, you know, whatever it is, just deciding where, you know, how long it would take the buses to go. And that was pretty early on. And then they've done that route, I think, themselves, where they went through it, and, you know, on a day that would be similar to today, and thought about traffic and boring things like that, you know. And so I don't know if there's really any logistical. The worst part of it for us is, you know, to talk all of our friends into showing up. You know, I mean, not just the audience, but these other bands that we're going to be playing with. You know, these venues have sometimes, you know, an artist already in them, and then another artist shows up that's going to play a song with us. So it's like, fuck, it's a lot of stuff to do. You know. But all that seems to have already worked out. So I think the worst part now is probably going to be at like 6 o'clock in the morning when we collectively go, why are we here? You know, it's kind of like when a woman is 8 months pregnant. It's like, and now I don't want to do this. You know, now that I'm in it this far, I don't like it anymore. So I think we'll probably be feeling a little bit of that. But I think the other side of it will be, well, you know, we're almost done. Fuck it, you know. So, you know, but it is, and to me, it's mostly, you know, this idea that I want our fans to have a really great experience. You know, this thing where they, you know, are spending all night with us and they're driving, and you know, and they have to find directions, and you know, what song did they play, and all these sorts of things. It's things that when I was 16 years old, I thought that's what all bands did. You know, that it was a magic world of music and a different lifestyle and all this. And it's not for a lot of groups. And a lot of groups simply stay on the tour bus, jump to stage, say hi, you know. And it's not this great adventure or this great inclusive type of adventure. But I think it can be for us. I don't know if all groups would, you know, frankly, would look very good in this sort of situation, you know. But for us and our fans, I think it's utterly the greatest thing that we can do.